Okay, so this is part 2 of this video talking about the Ghostbusters Ultimate Collection box set. In the last video I talked about some of the issues with regards to the UK version. We're going to continue that here, but I'm going to have on my co-reviewer, the Core, because he bought this today as well and he's had a few things to say about it as well. So we had a quick catch up on Skype. Here's the video.
So yeah, I think we're recording now. This is how all of our videos begin, just with me saying, yep, I think we're recording. Right, yeah. So, video.
Yeah, the ones where you don't say, I think we're recording, are the ones that didn't get recorded at all.
Well, exactly. But yeah, the last video, I myself was talking about the Ghostbusters box set, the 2022 4K Ultimate Edition, Ultimate Collection box set. I think this one we've got the core, because you bought it as well.
Yes.
So, just for context, we're not talking about the films. We're just talking about this box set, the UK release, and specifically, slight disappointment with it, but it's not the end of the world. Just like you might want to weigh in on this as well, because I think your thoughts were very similar to mine. Bit of a letdown and a bit of a rip-off, but still.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, I did bring up the Amazon page again, but we should probably start with actually telling people what's wrong with it, just in case they haven't seen the first video.
Yeah, so basically the box set itself, the advertisement of this in the USA. The thing is, as well, for context, it's been highly publicised as this as well. So as far as we were aware, when you open the thing, you take these out, there's like a light up feature inside it, like a green light. And also it was mentioned that there was a digital download of all the movies, and it would also include the 2016 remake, for better or for worse, as part of this. But none of this is actually the case in the UK. It doesn't light up. There's nothing, as far as I can see, on Amazon or anything to say, please be aware this, unlike the foreign markets, doesn't light up and doesn't include the digital downloads. So we were kind of going off the assumption of what's being widely talked about with this box set, that it was going to include all that great stuff, but it doesn't. But like you say, and my feelings are the same. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, the light up feature was nice, but it's not all the reason I bought it. The main reason I knew, oh shit, should have been able to do that, was because I'd seen other people complaining, hey, why the fuck doesn't it do that from the UK version for some reason?
Yeah. As I was saying in the last video, because my last video was an unboxing. I went through the whole thing. I was taking it all out. I took the discs out. I was showing the viewer the book and everything. And I thought, right, I'll get to the light up feature at the end. And then I kind of made a ball. I was playing around with it, why is it not working? I thought, there's no way I'm putting this video up because it's goofy as hell. I didn't think to look into why the UK. I didn't even notice the fact that the UK one didn't advertise all this stuff. So yeah, a bit of a warning anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, the Amazon description doesn't mention any of this shit. I mean, to be fair, the picture on Amazon doesn't show it lighting up. All right, I'll give it that one.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's okay, you could have mentioned this somewhere.
Yeah, because I mean they've gone out of the way to take this feature out. It's not physically a different box. It's the same box. It's even got the switch that you pull to turn the light on. But they've obviously taken it out for some reason. There'll be some, health and safety thing. But what does kind of suck is the fact that it's costing, from what I understand, it's costing a lot more in the UK than it does in the US. Even obviously there's a conversion rate, but when you convert it, it's a lot more expensive than it is in the US, and you're getting less features with it as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, that can often be the way.
Yeah, I was saying before in the last video, this is a classic example of rip off Britain, which isn't a Brexit thing, but I was a saying that's been around for decades.
Yeah, they tend to oh, yeah, we'll put this in at the same price as it is in dollars. It's yeah, but dollars, aren't the same as pounds. Like $150 and not £150, you bastards.
Yeah, it's just over £100, I think, isn't it? Yeah. It is very expensive for you. I was saying this in the last video, when you get box sets like this, especially when it's 3 movies. Granted, one of them is a new movie. For 3 or 4 4K movies in a box set, I would usually expect to pay about between 60 and at the most £80. There's a similar example as a Godfather trilogy box set coming out in 4K. These are all older films, and the standard version of that is £80, which is very expensive just for 3 movies. And then there's like a super deluxe one for like £120, which has like alternate cuts. That's very expensive. By contrast, it's on the shelf, but take my word for it, it's a thing. The Back to the Future trilogy exists. That box set wasn't anywhere near as expensive as this, although you only got the discs. This, you get a book. The box isn't quite as. What did you think of the box? It's just like cardboard, isn't it? It's not even like plastic or anything like that. It's a bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, because
I mean, it does kind of look like a trap, but at the same time, it's like, I don't really know if that was worth the extra money, Sony.
yeah, because you could get like the a replica of the Neutrona wand. And I think at one point they were selling for about the same price as this, and that's like a really nice little gadget. So that's what I mean. Again, the reason I bought this was for the extra features that you don't seem to get anywhere else for now. Anyway, probably next week they'll announce like a standard box that's like £40 or something. Which
I went and got this personally because I don't have any of these films. Like, I've only got them on like DVD.
Yeah.
And I don't have Puff and Upstairs Afterlife at all. So for me, at least, it was like worth it because
yeah,
it looks nice enough on my shelf, and that's what the intent was. Like, I just want something that looks nice on the shelf. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm not too pissed off, but I mean, we're paying a lot of extra money just for the special feature of not having the download code for Ghostbusters 2016.
Right, and I think we can pretty much end the video there because you've called it. That's exactly right. So this is in no way a problem. We're totally happy with this now because of that fact. Yeah, pay the £150 so that you don't have to include that. That actually makes sense. Yeah. I'm being sarcastic, obviously, yeah. But no, I agree. I'm glad that it's not tainted. I know it was only a digital download. It was like a small thing, but it was kind of an insult, you know what I mean?
But yeah, what you do get with it is all 3 films, because there are only 3 films in like 4K. You also get Blu-ray discs of them. You get the art book and like so forth, which is like a reproduction of. I think it was like something that came out when they originally did them.
Yeah, I think it's a collector's item, that original book, if you've got it as well.
Yeah. And like I say, of course, you get the trap, but don't get super excited about that feature. It doesn't light up.
Yeah.
It's basically just a cardboard. It's a sturdy cardboard, and it looks nice, but it's not as impressive as you might imagine.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't really an isolated thing either. I mean, some films, even Dawn of the Dead, the 4K box set of that, I think I paid about £80 for that. I mean, really, that's half the price. But that was only one film. This is 3 films, and that's one old film. It did have 3 different cuts of the movie in 4K, and you got a couple of books with it, which was nice. But it was overpriced what it was. But because I'm a hardcore fan, I kind of begrudge paying it, but I don't refuse to pay it, if you know what I mean. Because it's not something that I do a lot of. Can't think of many other things like this that I've. If you were doing this all the time, every time they bring out an old film and you pay 150 quid for 3 movies, that would be excessive. But I think every now and again you can have a bit of a discretion about it.
Yeah, like I say, I would not normally have done this, but I'm like, yeah. I mean, like I say, remember, I have not been to the cinema to even see. I haven't seen Afterlife at all, so
Yeah, it was good. It was good in the cinema. Me and the Nero boys went to see it in IMAX. So yeah, this is the actual box itself. I'm sure most people have seen it now anyway, and obviously these all slide out. There's reviews elsewhere, but this is what we're talking about in case you're not 100% familiar. But it does take the piss. Obviously, you've got this switch thing here that comes out, and it does nothing. I was watching one guy's review. Sorry, I'm talking quite a lot. Not giving you much chance to talk to you there. But
how dare you talk in your own review? Like, god damn you!
My own review is the last video. This one was supposed to be a bit more for you, but yeah, still a lot of stuff. I was watching one video anyway, and there was a guy in America, and I think he was having actual issues with the light as well. In fact, now that I think about it, maybe that's why it wasn't included in the UK for some reason. Maybe there's a quality control issue.
Could be.
The guy, I think it worked, but it was a bit sort of ropey, and the switch with it being like a little cardboard slidey thing doesn't seem to be very kind of stable. Like something that would like work, it'd probably break over time if you're lucky to get it one that works at all.
Yeah, I mean that could have been why. Like, I don't know if the America one's been released slightly earlier than it has in over here. Like, I honestly don't know.
We got this first. That was part of the reason I wanted to get this video out as well, because I think the US gets this tomorrow. I think it was February 1st from what I heard. And like I said, there's that Welsh Ghostbusters Twitter page. Sounds funny, Welsh Ghostbusters. I'm sure it's a great, thing, but it just sounds funny. Who are you gonna call? So that was a bad Welsh accent. But yeah, they got a preview, an advance copy of this a few days ago, and they've made a point that it doesn't include those the UK. So yeah, you're watching Ghostbusters 1 right now.
Yep. I mean, well, not right now because that would be difficult to do while making a review.
Multitasking. And then you're going to watch number 2, and then the true number 3. That is.
Yeah, I've not heard of any other third Ghostbusters film.
Well, the third. Well, if we're talking about 2016, that was a number 2. I think that was not as in Ghostbusters 2, but a number 2, a steaming pile of shit.
Well, like I say, I'm not really interested in like hunting down that really shitty old Ghostbusters series that had like the gorilla with like the propeller hat on and stuff. Like, that's not Ghostbusters. So why would I want to track down like other shitty kind of spin-offs just happen to have the same name?
That's problematic. That's no way to talk about Leslie Jones. Oh, you mean? I thought
I mean the actual original show. You racist?
Yeah. No, it's just some people were making that comment like actually racist, like when it came out. So we're joking about the people, not Leslie Jones. Although Leslie Jones is a race-baiting twat, I don't know where a lot of that came from. But anyway, a slight deviation on the conversation here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, we're still gonna have a casual conversation about it. So overall, any regrets buying it?
I mean, there's the usual buyer's remorse when you spend like this much money on something, but no, yeah. I'm happy enough.
Yeah, I would have probably lit the thing up about 3 more times, like ever. It would have just, it would have stayed. It's going to stay like this, like 99.99999% of the time, which is when I'm not actually watching the movies. And at which point the lights wouldn't have been on anyway. So it's kind of.
I'd say it would have been nice if it was something a bit more sturdy than cardboard, and the extra feature would have been nice to be able to light it up, but this isn't a problem.
Yeah, same. And that's what I'm thinking. Right, we'll leave it there anyway. So maybe when you've watched Afterlife, at some point we'll do a review of that movie, because I did my own, but then we can do like a full review of it. We can have a conversation about the movie, because I think you'll have plenty that you want to say, because it is a good film. There's a lot of good stuff to say about it. So we'll do that whenever you get around to it, whenever you want to do the video, and maybe in the next week or so.
Yes.
Right, well, we'll leave it there. Brand X reviews. Anything else from the core?
No, I think we're just starting to repeat ourselves now, so I think we need to call.
All right. I will just end the recording, and everybody like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video, and we will see you next time.